Disneyland's 50th celebration was something spectacular. As well as a number of new attractions, refurbishments, and more, the park got the most expensive fireworks show ever put on by a Disney theme park, with fireworks going off 360 degrees around the guests every single night for the 18-month duration of the celebration. These Disney celebrations used to feel like a thank you present, representing how far they've come thanks to the support of guests like you. But now, it feels like you're the one needing to buy the thank you present for them instead. So if Disney has already shown in the past the perfect way to celebrate a golden anniversary, why does Walt Disney World's 50th feel so lackluster? While it's obvious the global situation leading to Walt Disney World's 50th was far from ideal, it's not as if Disneyland had an easy run up to their celebration either. In the lead up to Disneyland's 50th, the entire Disney company was still financially struggling due to the failure of Disneyland Paris, the tourism decline post 9/11, the disappointment of Disney California Adventure, and the latter years of CEO Michael Eisner's tenure, where most of the problems with the company at the time were directly attributed to his involvement. The Disney parks were struggling, budgets were slashed, upkeep was dwindling, and at times, there were genuine safety concerns for the status of the theme parks. 2003 saw Matt O take over as president of the Disneyland Resort, and he was intent on turning things around just in time for the 50th, focusing on not just the park's future, but also restoring and paying homage to its rich history. The event would be dubbed the happiest homecoming on Earth, inviting first-timers and seasoned guests from around the world to visit the place where it all started, and come home to a Disneyland that is both new and nostalgic to its past. But this celebration wasn't just contained to Anaheim, with every Disney park in the world getting involved in this happiest celebration on Earth. Disneyland's 50th was a true celebration of the park and its legacy. Disneyland focused as much on refurbishing old attractions as bringing in new ones. Throughout the celebration, they added Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, a new 50 years display in the Main Street Opera House, as well as Mike and Sully to the rescue. They also gave Space Mountain and the Tiki Room huge overhauls, added Jack Sparrow to Pirates of the Caribbean, and scrubbed some of the last remaining remnants of the 1998 failure that was dubbed Brown Tomorrowland, an attempt to make Disneyland's Tomorrowland look like Discoveryland in Paris, but with a budget for what was essentially a couple of buckets of paint. At first glance, this may look similar, if not better, than Walt Disney World, who got for their 50th Remy's Ratatouille adventure at the start and will open Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind in just a few months. But the big difference is, the happiest celebration on Earth brought new things to every single Disney resort in the world, with Walt Disney World getting at least one brand new thing in each park. The Magic Kingdom saw major overhauls of Pirates and Small World, as well as a new castle stage show. Epcot received Soarin', Disney MGM Studios received Lights Motors Action Extreme Stunt Show, and Disney's Animal Kingdom debuted Expedition Everest. The celebration didn't just stop in the US though, with Tokyo receiving Raging Spirits and the Tower of Terror, Paris receiving Space Mountain Mission 2 and the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and to top it all off, the company opened a brand new resort with Hong Kong Disneyland. While for a lot of things we may never truly know the extent to which a global pandemic affected Disney World's 50th plans, we can say that, at a maximum, Disney World would have only opened 3 new attractions for their 50th, with 2 of them being clones from existing Disney theme parks elsewhere in the world. Across Disneyland's 2 parks, several entertainment offerings debuted for their 50th, including brand new day parades at both, as well as arguably Disney's best celebratory fireworks ever. Remember, dreams come true. Described as an e-ticket in the sky, the show served as an homage to Disneyland and the legacy of its lands, attractions and ideals, also felt in other Disney theme parks around the globe. The show featured music and cues from lands and attractions from the 50-year history of the park, not just the ones that were still around. The show goes down in history as Disney's most expensive nightly fireworks display, featuring flame cannons, lasers, searchlights, and even perimeter fireworks on the roofs of the buildings around the hub, including Main Street, truly immersing guests in the show. For Walt Disney World's 50th, they debuted 2 new nighttime spectaculars with Harmonious at Epcot and Disney Enchantment at the Magic Kingdom, but of course, the true standout of the celebration has to be Kite Tales at the Animal Kingdom. The stark contrast with these shows, though, are that none of them honors the 50-year legacy of the resort, and at times almost come off as more of an advertisement for Disney Plus than a celebration of such an important milestone. Of course, it wouldn't be a celebration without some decorations, and both resorts decorated themselves for the occasion. Disney World gave the castle some brand new iridescent decorations, including a gleaming 50th plaque, and each of the 4 park icons have been given brand new lighting and projection treatment, turning them into a beacon of magic at night, with the Epcot beacon being called the best part of the entire 50th, according to a multitude of people whose opinion I respect highly. Also spread throughout the resort is 50 golden character statues, known as the Fab 50 Character Collection, though the designs of these and the slow trickle of information about them seem to have been more about Instagrammability and keeping in the constant news loop than genuinely something exciting. This Fab 50 seems to be an extension of something Disneyland did for their 50th, with 50 golden hidden Mickeys spread throughout the park. Though the touches of gold didn't finish there, with the castle also being decked out for the occasion, and a golden ride vehicle being added to every opening day attraction. These decorations felt as if they were truly celebrating the park, and Disney even had displays known as the Happiest Faces on Earth, featuring Disney characters made up from pictures submitted by guests themselves, genuinely making it feel like they were celebrating the visitors that had stepped through the gates over the 50 years as much as the park or Disney itself. But as discussed, the 50th celebrations weren't just focused on the West Coast, with Cinderella Castle at Disney World also getting a Happiest Celebration on Earth overlay, though I feel the decorations for the current 50th are a little nicer. Of course, if you want to look at the Disney company's attitude towards the celebrations, you just need to look at their official dedication ceremonies. The Happiest Homecoming on Earth officially began on May the 5th, where a publicly accessible dedication ceremony took place in front of the castle, featuring CEO Michael Eisner, soon-to-be CEO Bob Iger, as well as Julie Andrews, Christina Aguilera, Leanne Rimes, Art Linkletter, and a variety of Disney characters, all serenaded by the Disneyland Band. They also did video crosses to Wayne Brady at the Magic Kingdom, as well as Tokyo Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, and the then construction site of Hong Kong Disneyland. For Walt Disney World's 50th and the beginning of the celebration, they just did the welcome show they perform on the castle stage every day. Some Disney characters and dancers came out onto the stage on October 1st and completely neglected to say anything about the day or the celebration, instead saying they will be there to celebrate with you all day, and that was it. 2 minutes later, they were gone. Sure, the night before there was an event with Bob Chapek and Bob Iger, but this was not publicly accessible, unlike the big celebration at Disneyland. Of course, this is just comparing the two 50ths directly. If we bring into the equation Tokyo's celebrations every 5 years that bring brand new parades and fireworks spectaculars, or even Disneyland's 60th just 7 years ago, that brought a brand new nighttime parade as well as a brand new nighttime spectacular for each park. Disney themselves set the expectations for birthday events and specifically 50th events so high that ultimately they wouldn't live up to them again. While it may be easy to write off those successes as simply being in a different time and world situation, this week Disneyland Paris announced its plans for their 30th celebration, which includes a brand new nighttime drone show, a new attraction at Disneyland, as well as Avengers Campus with 2 new attractions opening at Walt Disney Studios, plus all the expected decorations, costumes, and more. And that park has arguably been hit harder by the pandemic than the Orlando ones. Walt Disney World is a different beast to Disneyland. Its history at times has almost been hidden from guests, not positioned as Walt's park like its older sibling. When the best honoring of Walt Disney World's over 50-year history across the entire world's most magical celebration is the Vault collection of merchandise, that pretty much says it all as to how Disney sees this event. Disneyland's 50th marked the beginning of Bob Iger's tenure as CEO, and now Disney World's comes right at the beginning of Chapek's, and the difference in priorities between these two men couldn't be clearer. But what are your thoughts? Is this event a worthy celebration of the resort's incredible history? Let us know in the comments. From the home of all things theme parks, I'm Luke for ReviewTyme. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of ReviewTyme. If so, be sure to like and subscribe, and also check out our podcast, ReviewTyme's Theme Park Cast, available on your podcasting platform of choice.